Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Mansour Toga, Professor of Neurology and Headache Fellowship at Tehran University of Medical Sciences. I'd like to thank Professor Abdul Malik who invited me to present our studies on diet and supplements in managing headache. The topic of my talk is the rationale of diet regulation in headache management. I have no relevant disclosure to make regarding my presentation. So I'm going to talk about dietary intervention. Our team worked on dietary intervention and supplements in managing headache since about 10 years ago, and have several papers in prestigious journal on this topic. And today I'm going to share our information from the studies with you. This is the outline of my talk, the mechanism of the dietary intervention effect on headache, and different type of diets like low glycemic diet and ketogenic diet. Also, I'm going to have a short or brief talk about nutrients of interest, such as vitamin B group, magnesium, coenzyme Q10, and vitamin D and omega-3. How diet can affect migraine? The question is, because is it possible to something that we eat daily affect our state or our biochemistry state? Yes, that's different effect from our diet on different part of neurology system and neurologic diseases, including headache. How can it happen? There are different mechanisms such as adjusting neuronal excitability, influencing serotonergic malfunction, affecting neuroinflammation, modulating brain mitochondrial performance, influencing platelet aggregation, and even modifying hypothalamic function, and changing levels of some neurotransmitters such as NO and CGRP. So by different mechanisms, diet can affect the threshold of pain and the threshold of headache. There are different type of diet that you usually hear about them, but which of them is more effective and the adherence to which of this diet is more, I'm going to talk about them. But let me start with the very interesting topic of weight loss and migraine. Is being overweight or obese is so important in increasing headache, especially migraine, and decreasing weight is effective in dropout of headache? Yes, I could say this is a fact, because the obesity can affect on hormones such as estrogen and progesterone and insulin. Also can affect monoamines like dopamine and histamine, and also on neuropeptides such as CGRP. And obesity is an inflammatory state and increasing of pro-inflammatory factors. It's very interesting that know that with obesity, I mean BMI of equal to more than 30 is associated with 5 times higher risk of chronic daily headache. Even being overweight is associated with 3 times higher odds of headache. So weight management is a plausible prophylactic target in migraine patients with obesity. Let me move to different type of diet. Really, the diet is effective in controlling migraine. Start with ketogenic diet. In a quite large study on 108 adults, ketogenic diet showed a 90% responder rate. That is quite high compared to lower effectiveness for low caloric diet. In another study, also the same result show. So ketogenic diet is so effective in decreasing headache frequency, intensity, and severity. But the problem is adherence to ketogenic diet. That is not so high or enough. The other interesting diet is low glycemic diet. Fortunately, adherence to low glycemic index diet is about 90%. How can low glycemic diet affect on migraine? Low glycemic diet change the microbiome of our gut. You know that there is changes in microbiome in migraine, in gut microbiome, and gut microbiome has a very large effect on neurologic diseases, including migraine. With low glycemic index diet, there's a change in microbiome, and healthy microbiome increase and pathogenic microbiome decrease. Also, there is a stabilization of glucose fluctuation and also CGRP reduction, but this diet, low glycemic diet. So it's a very interesting diet that we can suggest this type of diet to our patients. The other type of diet is DASH diet, dietary approaches to stop hypertension. As its name suggests, this is a diet for controlling hypertension. But fortunately, this type of diet can decrease or drop headache days or migraine days with enough effectiveness. It seems that DASH influence its effect by decreasing inflammatory state and improvement of endothelial state. In a study showed that there are reduction of severe headache but by 46% and reduction of moderate headache but by about 36%. That are quite enough. There is an interesting diet named elimination diets. But this type of a diet is for patient-specific triggers and patients sensitive to some type of diet. In this type of diet, histamine-free diet or IgG-based diet, IgG or histamine tested after each meal, and after that, for each person or individual who's sensitive to histamine or to some type of diets that is IgG, that increase IgG level, the doctor suggests that eliminate these diets from daily diet of the patient and is quite effective for a specific patient. There's another type of diet named low-fat diet. Low-fat diet means a diet with fat intake of less than 20 grams per day, is essentially effective in decreasing headache intensity, frequency, and abortive medication use, but the adherence is not so good. And about essential fatty acid, omega-3, increasing omega-3 and decreasing omega-6, and changing the balance of these two essential fatty acids could lead to decreasing headache frequency. Let me move to nutritional supplements. The nutrients of interest are vitamin B groups, magnesium, coenzyme Q10, vitamin D, and omega-3. In different studies, it showed that B2 has a very interesting and great effect on decreasing headache frequency. And it received level B recommendation from AAN and AHS guidelines and level C recommendation from EFNS guidelines. But there are effects also for vitamin B1, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, and vitamin B12 in enough dosage. How about magnesium? Magnesium is an interesting element. We know that NMDA receptor activation is involved in cortical spreading depression, and magnesium is a voltage-dependent NMDA receptor block. Also, we know the role of NO in producing headache or in inhibiting headache. And NO production is inhibited if magnesium level is low. Also, we know the very important role of serotonin in inducing headache or in controlling. And serotonin-induced vasoconstriction can be blocked by pretreatment with magnesium. Also, magnesium has been shown to decrease circulating CGRP level. So by different mechanism, magnesium involved in decreasing headache severity and frequency. And we can use IV magnesium in emergency to stop migraine headache. Also, we can use it for reduction of menstrual migraine intensity. There's another element that popular, that is coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 also correlates supplementation with coenzyme Q10 correlates with decreasing headache frequency, and low coenzyme Q10 level correlated with higher migraine frequency. And about vitamin D. Vitamin D is a very interesting element. It's worked by different mechanisms. It's a neurotransmitter modulator. It's an anti-inflammatory factor, and also it acts as neurotrophic factor. So by different mechanism can affect migraine headache. In different study that our group was done, lower vitamin D associated with daily headache and also with increasing headache frequency and severity. And supplementation with 2,000 international units per day of vitamin D associated with significant reduction in headache days and disability. As a summary, the obesity is associated with about 5 times higher risk of chronic daily headache. And ketogenic diet has a very great responder rate. Very low calorie ketogenic diet is also effective. Low caloric diet also led to full remission in some trials in about 30% of patients. Low glycemic diet also is a very good diet with good adherence to reduce headache frequency and severity, like DASH diet and very low calorie ketogenic diet. Histamine-free diet is also effective in some patients with sensitivity to histamine. And summary of evidence on supplements. According to different studies, at the moment we know that low serum magnesium level, low serum vitamin D3 level, low serum vitamin B12, B1, and B6 seems to be associated with more frequent, more severe migraine headaches. And vitamin B2, magnesium, vitamin D3, coenzyme Q10, omega-3 supplementation might lead to headache improvement. Here is our group that work on dietary items and also supplementations. And here is our book, Headache and Migraine in Practice, that I recommend you to have a look on that. And thank you for your attention.